The U.S. looks to its allies amid ongoing threats from North Korea as we hear from the family of the U.S. soldier who went missing days ago. And a pizza bargain that likely fits your budget. How about ordering the cheapest Domino's pizza in the world? It might just take you a while to pick it up. The rundown starts now. This is Straight Arrow News, bringing you unbiased, straight facts. Today is Thursday, July 20th. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kara Rucker. Senior officials from the U.S., Japan, and South Korea met earlier today to discuss ongoing threats from North Korea. The meeting came just 2 days after an American soldier made an unauthorized crossing into the north. Private Travis King has not been seen since. As of this morning, the U.S. still hasn't heard back from North Korea regarding his whereabouts and well-being. U.S. officials said they are working on gathering more information, something King's family hopes will lead to his return home.
Yeah, I think something wrong with him. You know, he ain't thinking clear. I don't think he was just ran out there like that. I can't see that. You know, and my daughter said the same thing too. She said, that don't seem like my son. You know, the way he came up and this and that. You know.
While the U.S. Special Representative for North Korea briefly commented on the King situation today, the meeting also focused on recent missile launches from the north. The country launched 2 ballistic missiles yesterday, just days after firing a solid-fuel ICBM last week. King's unauthorized crossing came the same day a U.S. nuclear submarine made a port call in South Korea for the first time in decades. Just hours before the opening of the Women's World Cup in New Zealand, a gunman shot and killed 2 people after storming a high-rise construction site downtown. The shooter had barricaded inside an elevator, shooting and injuring several others, including one of the responding officers, before being shot and killed by police. The World Cup's opening ceremony and first game would go ahead as scheduled, as the shooting was found to be an isolated and unrelated event. 2 IRS agents have now testified President Biden's son, Hunter Biden, received preferential treatment in the agency's investigation into his alleged tax crimes. A House committee interviewed 2 IRS whistleblowers on Wednesday who say there was enough evidence to press Hunter Biden with felony tax evasion charges, but instead he was charged with 2 misdemeanors. IRS Special Agent Joseph Ziegler alleges Hunter Biden wrote off personal expenses as business payments and says he felt handcuffed during the probe. He claims he was blocked from pursuing leads that he thought might implicate President Joe Biden.
The White House and Democrats would have Americans believe that our investigation is based on 5 years of conspiracy theories. But we have facts, and new evidence continues to be uncovered by our committee revealing the First Family's corruption. The Bidens have put themselves first and Americans last. We will continue to follow the money trail and provide the answers, transparency, and accountability that Americans demand and deserve.
The hearing was nearly 6 hours, and afterwards, there was no budge in either party's political stance on Hunter's tax crimes. Republicans stood firm there is a double standard and 2-tiered justice system, while Democrats say there is no evidence of official favoritism. Hunter Biden is expected to plead guilty next week. A tornado touched down in North Carolina Wednesday, severely damaging a Pfizer plant. The tornado ripped off parts of the roof, exposing the building to the elements. There were reports of 50,000 pallets of medicine being strewn across the facility. The plant produces anesthesia and other drugs, as well as roughly 25% of all sterile injectable medications used at U.S. hospitals, according to the company. One medical professional believes the damage could lead to long-term shortages, while Pfizer works to either move production to other sites or rebuilds. The company confirmed that all employees are safe and there were no reports of serious injuries. The National Weather Service says the damage was consistent with an EF3 tornado with wind speeds up to 150 miles per hour. A Delta plane full of passengers sat on the tarmac for hours in Las Vegas on Monday with a delayed takeoff. Temperatures outside were as high as 111 degrees, and the extreme heat was felt by passengers, with at least one person taken to the hospital for heat-related illness. Some Delta customers on board say at least 4 people needed oxygen. The Delta flight was eventually canceled, and customers were compensated, according to the airline. Extreme heat has blanketed large portions of the South and West for weeks. Domino's found one way to fight rising inflation with 60-cent pizza. But to enjoy the world's cheapest pizza, you just have to travel to India. Now, what do you get for your 60 cents or 49 rupees? A 7-inch cheese pizza with a sprinkle of basil and parsley. For comparison, the cheapest Domino's pizza in San Francisco would cost you $12. India is the #1 market for Domino's outside of the U.S. Thanks for watching Straight Arrow News, where our mission is to bring you unbiased, fact-based reporting. And we're doing just that. 2 separate industry watchdogs confirm SAN is reporting right down the middle. So if you prefer the source that gives it to you straight, stay with us at straightarrownews.com and follow us on social media. Unbiased, straight facts, that's SAN. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, I'm Kara Rucker. Have a great day.